Police top brass are assessing the implementation of the 2024-2025 annual Safer Festive Season Operation Shanela in the Bojanala District. Now, the purpose of this exercise is to support the South African Police Service in enhancing effectiveness in addressing the root causes of crime. For more on the story, we're now joined by SABC News reporter Tebogo Phakedi. Tebogo, a very good morning to you. Talk to us, where are you at the moment and what are we likely to hear from police officials in as far as how successful this operation has been?
Good afternoon, Onati, and of course to the viewers. We are coming to you from Phokeng, currently at the 10111 Center here in Phokeng. Of course, as you have correctly alluded, that the Department of Community Safety is assessing the Safer Festive Season Operation, of course, Operation Shanela as well. But we will hear from the MEC of Community Safety, Vessels Moreng himself, as far as how has this operation been unfolding. You are here to assess this operation. Thank you so much for your time. If we can just first start with, since the beginning of the festive, how has it been like as far as crime reporting is concerned in the province? The pattern, if one can say, we know Bojanala is one of the areas where crime, really the stats are quite shocking.
No, thank you very much. The operation has been going very well. We need to commend our members in blue, the SAPS under the command of General Asane. They've been doing quite well when you compare to other provinces. The crime is not really bad in the province. Of course, there are areas where we need to focus on. The area of gender-based violence, we have been trying to control that. And importantly is the fatalities on the road. We have managed to make sure that at this moment, they don't really increase at an alarming rate. The other crime also at this time of the season that I've been getting calls from, it is the initiation schools. I've been getting calls from parents that children have been taken against their will, but the police have been responsive. I can speak of one incident in Zwai. They've been able to go there and take that child back because there are procedures that we need to follow. We're not anyhow against the practice of that culture. It is our culture, but there are set rules and standards that are able to protect the children because they also have the rights according to constitution. But the police are focused. They are doing their work quite well. One of the areas that we had also focused on it is the illicit mining. We're currently in Stilfontein. We are doing quite well. I've been getting reports from communities in the areas of Moses Kotane and all that. But myself and the acting PEC, we will develop a comprehensive plan with regards to that and how we are going to tackle that. The area of Rustenburg, you spoke about it. It appears in the top 30 in as far as the police stations with a high crime rate. One other thing that also the acting PC has brought to my attention, it is these hotels that are in the area of Rustenburg and other guest houses. Others are disguised as hotel and guest houses, but you find that they are used for other unlawful things, like where you realize that they are used for prostitution and on all that. And drugs are also found in such areas. We will develop a comprehensive plan with regards to that and make sure that Rustenburg become a safer city because it is the economic hub of the province and one of the fastest growing city in Africa. Now we need to make it conducive for the economy to thrive in this city.
Yeah. One of the important, communication as far as crime reporting is concerned is residents or even victims that are calling into the police stations. We are currently standing situated at the 10111 Center. As far as the calls coming in, there are some of the residents complaining that police take time to report to the scenes and all that. Do you know as far as the method, as far as calling into the police stations, do you get many calls or is it what the community is saying that they have now given up?
Look, we've tried by all means to increase the communication between our people and we've made sure that our number is effective. But of course, we will get challenges there and there. In some instances, we've got constraints in as far as the resources are concerned. But I don't like using that as an excuse because people do not eat excuses. People do not want excuses. They've got confidence on the SAPS that the SAPS should be able to deliver as they are mandated. But those are some of the internal challenges that we are going to look into that we have discussed thoroughly with the minister. But I'm happy the leadership that we have in the SAPS in the province. They are trying by all means to put their foot down for members to come to the party and do their work. And I can tell you that relatively there's discipline within our organization, South African Police Service. And look, as the department that is playing as oversight on the police, I'm quite comforted by that. And importantly, we will encourage them to continue doing work under that difficult circumstances. Because when you are a policeman or a policewoman, you know you are like an alu. You adapt in every situation that you find yourself in. Now, they use the little that they have to can be able to maneuver the difficulty that they find themselves in. Hence, I told you that from where we are seated, the festive, I think it is its pinnacle, or it is reaching, or we are towards the end of the festive. But when you look at the crime stats, particularly around the issue of the GBV, as you know, the president has indicated this is one of the priority crimes. That gives me a comfort, because during times like this, that's where you find that the GBV is skyrocketing. But for the fact that they've managed to nip it quite gives me a comfort as the leader of the society.
Yeah. Where to from here as far as your assessment is concerned?
From here, we will need to focus, not become complacent. Like today, the acting provincial commissioner, Major General Asaneng, have planned some operations that I think they are quite relevant. We are focusing in some areas, the area of Sun City, that's the tourism area. We need to protect our tourists so that the economy can thrive, because community safety is a serious enabler to the economy. So I'm quite gratified with the briefing that he gave me in the morning and how we are going to structure our operations for the day. They are not going to end today. As you know, that Safer Festive will end on the 31st of January. That's when I'm going to get a comprehensive report as to how we have performed and what were the challenges and the lessons that we can draw from this operation going forth.
Yeah, you spoke about illicit mining and you referred to Stilfontein. We've been there reporting on that story. We understand that there was a task team formed to ensure that illegal miners underground are retrieved. That operation has not started. A month later, do we know why do we have this kind of delays? We understand that some community members have still to this point been trying to retrieve those who are underground and believe that about 9 deceased also retrieved. Why is government at this point have not been able to retrieve people underground?
No, thank you very much. Look, I've always indicated that the plan at the center of it includes finances, and government finances. You do not just wake up in the morning and try and
how much do you need?
And try to procure things. There are processes that we must be able to follow. The report has indicated that we need approximately 7.8 million. It is the money that we have not budgeted for because we did not anticipate the situation like this. Yes, we had planned for the operation Valumkoti, but we did not anticipate that we were going to come across the situation that we had came across. It is for that reason that 7.8 million is not anywhere available in government's coffers. But be that as it may be, as a caring government, we respect Section 11 of the Constitution. We are trying to get that 7.8 million for us to can continue. But what is key is the fact that the police are leading the process. Miners are continuing to resurface. As I speak with you today in the morning, 11 miners have resurfaced, bringing the number to 1,527. It is quite comforting, and from where we are seated, we are doing quite well with regards to the operation at Stilfontein. That was key for me.
So you concede that government cannot afford financially to retrieve miners underground?
No. I've indicated that we're in a process of acquiring that 7.8 million.
How much have you been able to acquire thus far? Because it's been almost 2 months now.
No. What is important is that we have not reneged from the objective, which the objective is to make sure that we arrest those that are not are on the bad side of the law. And then importantly, it is to make sure that we continue to come with other plans for miners for illegal miners to resurface. But like I am indicating to you, we're in a process. I was also engaging with the minister even this morning to indicate to the minister how we need to go about that issue. Like I've indicated to you, we need 7.8 million, and we will get that 7.8 million because government, like I've indicated to you, we do not have that money in our government's coffers, but we will get that money through legal means that will not compromise the image of government.
I hear you, MEC. You are saying you need almost 8 million to retrieve illegal miners underground. It's been 2 months. What I want to know is how much have you been able to acquire thus far?
Look, I don't think that information for now it is really important. What is key for us as the leaders is to tell the society that we will try by all means necessary to get those legal miners underground, as we respect the Constitution, because we are not constitutional delinquents in our nature. We respect the rule of law. We respect the Constitution. Now, the SAPS should be commended for doing a good work that they are doing under the difficult circumstances they find themselves in. That's what is key. As to whether we've got 2 rand or 1 rand, I don't think it's really important for me.
So that's why it means we don't know when is this operation going to start. Because when we spoke to you following the minister's visit, you had indicated that in 2 weeks the operation will start. Hence, we even saw the camera going underground. So you are saying, in actual fact, that you do not know when will the miners underground will be retrieved by government.
What I know is that the process to get money is underway, and we will definitely get that money, and the cage will go down and get people. That's what is important. That's what we must focus on as the people of the Northwest. And importantly, commend the police for doing this wonderful work that they've done to fight this heinous crime in our community. That's what is important.
What do you make of allegations that some of the illegal miners underground have resorted to consuming or even eating human flesh, as alleged by some of those who have retrieved?
Look, the police are gathering all the evidence. Remember, that place is a crime scene. But I've indicated to you, and even General Hassan has also indicated to me that there are other criminal activities linked to illegal mining that we cannot rule them off. But we are busy with the investigations. Police, in their nature, they work with concrete evidence that can stand prosecution. So if that thing is really a reality, it is happening, those who are responsible for doing that, as we know that it's an unlawful act, they will be charged and processed. And it's quite an unfortunate incident. But like we have always indicated, that linked to illegal mining, there are all a lot of heinous crimes that are happening, and that's why comprehensively we are dealing with the root cause, which is illegal mining. And then once we have dealt with illegal mining, we are going to address all type of crimes surrounding illegal activities that are happening in as far as illegal mining is concerned.
Yeah. Some of the bodies that have been retrieved, when assessing the body before, when the forensic they're doing their job, is it indicating that there are marks on that body, for example, to suggest that that was in actual fact happening?
I think PC is in a good space to can be able to answer.
Thank you so much, Acting Provincial Commissioner Patrick Asaneng. Let's talk about allegations that some of those that are still underground have resorted to eating human flesh underground. We understand that some of the illegal miners have passed away, those who've been retrieved. As far as forensic is concerned, their bodies, the evidence, does it suggest that is the case, or for now it's just an allegation?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Since we started with this operation, there has been a lot of rumors and allegations that have been bandied around. You would also recall that at some point we were even taken to court as the government and as the police, with the allegation that we were basically starving the people who are underground to death. And as a result of that, then the court said to the government and to the police, we should allow food to go underground. What is worrying is that the narrative that is always pushed is the narrative that is not tested, that comes from unverified sources. Let me correct this point. Up to this point, since we started with this operation on the 18th of August, only 8 corpses have resurfaced, and all the 8 were in an advanced state of decomposition, but there was also no sign of cannibalism on any of the corpses. We have since positively identified, with the assistance of the family, 2 of the 8 who are Mozambicans, and through our normal legal processes and channel, we have engaged the Embassy of Mozambique and the families to repatriate those remains. This new allegation that people have resorted to cannibalism, it is countered by videos that are even in the public domain and the media of the groceries that are going underground that are allegedly hoarded by the gang leaders who are underground. Of all the miners that have resurfaced, even those who were in a weak state, there was no indication that there were incidents of cannibalism that is taking place. It is a new allegation, and we want, if there were any evidence to that effect, to be brought so that we can know. But it remains an allegation that is not tested. Therefore, we are not going to really subscribe to that, because even the numbers underground keeps on varying from whoever is being talked to.
The other aspect of this story that many have been questioning is the letters that are allegedly coming from underground. As police, have you been able to ascertain yourself if that is in fact if it is a fact that they are indeed coming from underground, given that they've been making several requests?
I want to say, as the police and the media in particular, the people of this country, right through the length and breadth of the country, they are watching what is happening there. That is why we are saying the narrative that is being pushed, it's a narrative that seeks to portray the police and government in a bad light, that the government is there. Now, matters of intelligence, we are dealing with that. I have indicated previously that we want to get to the bottom of this, because even the groceries and everything that is being supplied, that is what the general public, and that is what the media is not asking. Now, recently, last week, we were taken again to court with an unverified, unsubstantiated allegation that government has been providing food to those people. Government has never provided food. The court said we should allow other organization to provide this thing. So these notes that are resurfacing, we are busy dealing with that, and I will not in a public space tell what our investigation is going to reveal, because these are the exaggerations, these are nefarious ploy by certain individuals, but the wheels of justice, that I can assure you, are grinding very slowly but effectively. Eventually, the truth will come out.
Thank you so much. That is the Acting Provincial Police Commissioner Patrick Asaneng, of course, alongside MEC Vessels Morweng, of course, talking to the issue of illicit mining. As you would know, that there's still Fontaine matter at this point. 2 months or 3 months later, we still have some of the illegal miners underground, with community members pleading that government ensure that they retrieve them speedily. But of course, the MEC saying there that they are still sourcing funds to ensure that they implement this operation, with the acting police commissioner also refuting claims that some of the bodies that have been retrieved have marks that indicate that those underground have resorted to human flesh. But of course, this is as they are today assessing the festive safety plan, as they will be going to different areas here in Rustenburg. Currently in Phokeng, will be going to the malls, and we heard from him as well that they will be going to Sun City. As we follow them, for now, back to you in studio.
Good line of questioning there, Tebogo. Thank you so much for that. Tebogo Phakedi there for us in Phokeng in Rustenburg, of course, speaking there to officials who are monitoring their safety campaigns in the Northwest Province. The MEC there saying that the area of Rustenburg, which is the economic hub in the Northwest, essentially one of the 30 hotspots that they are monitoring in that particular province. Of course, also asking around illegal mining situation there in the province. You would, of course, know that the retrieval operation of those illegal miners in Stilfontein is still ongoing or undergoing, as officials are telling us. So we'll continue then to monitor developments in the Northwest as well as other provinces.